Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Oakland A's at the Oakland Coliseum. On the mound for Detroit is Milt Wilcox, whose record is 0-2 with a 8.10 ERA. And pitching for the Athletics today is Rick Reuschel, whose record is 1-2 with a 5.34 ERA. And so we've lost the first two games of the series. Yesterday, another hard luck loss. Morris pitched really well. He pitched a complete game, in fact. He gave up 2 runs in the first. And that was pretty much it for the Tigers. We couldn't score any runs until the 9th as Wayne Gross hit his second home run of the year. But even those 2 runs, we were never really in the game as Matt Keogh pitched a 4-hitter. So it was a tough one, but we'll take the loss. We'll move on today as we face our old teammate, Rick Reuschel. So we'll see if we can't do to Rick what so many other teams have done to him, which is pretty much annihilate him early and often. So we'll see what happens. Milt's on the mound. As I mentioned, the whole bullpen is available because Morris did pitch that complete game. And against Reuschel, who is a righty, we have our primary lineup in there versus righties. And there's nothing different in the lineup. And let's go ahead and do the Tigers rundown. And then we'll take a look at what Rick Reuschel's been doing on the A's so far. So batting leadoff and in center field is Ricky Henderson. Batting second at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third and DHing today is Kirk Gibson. Batting cleanup in left field is Steve Kemp. Batting fifth at first base is Jason Thompson. Batting sixth and in right field is Gary Hancock. Batting seventh and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting eighth at third base is Wayne Gross. And batting ninth at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And Rick Reuschel, obviously Rick never pitched for the A's before, so this is a manufactured card by Jeremy DeJong. Pretty good job making him look like he's actually wearing an A's hat there. And this is his third start for the A's, and you can see he made 3 for Detroit. He is 0-1 with a 4.26 ERA. 12 innings pitched and 10 strikeouts, but he has given up a ton of hits. Opponents are batting .320 against him in an A's uniform, and they were batting .403 when he was in the Tigers uniform. So, our luck, he'll pitch a complete game shutout, and we'll look silly for getting rid of him. But Ricky Henderson, who will lead off the game, he was traded for Rick Reuschel. He was in that deal. He flies out to right. That's 1 down. Next up is Alan Trammell. Trammell hits a ground ball to second. And that is the second out. It's going to leave it up to Gibby here in the first, and Gibby walks. So that's something we've seen plenty of from Reuschel. So Gibby on first. We're going to let Kemp swing away against Reuschel, and he walks Kemp. So it's first and second. 2 down for JT. And Thompson rips it into the left center field bleachers. A 3-run shot for JT. That is his third on the year. And we're up 3-0 on Reuschel here in the top half of the first. That's pretty much what would have happened if he was on our team, as Gary Hancock hits a ground ball to third, and that's going to do it for the top half of the first. So 3-run shot by Thompson, and we're sitting pretty here going into the bottom of the first. Here is the lineup for the Oakland A's. Batting leadoff and playing center field is Rusty McNeely. Batting second at DH today is Shooty Babbitt. Batting third in left field is Tony Brewer. Batting cleanup and doing the catching today for the A's is Ed Putman. Batting fifth and at third base is Kevin Mitchell. Batting 6th and at first base is Royal Stillman. Batting 7th and in right field is Rusty Torres. Batting 8th and at second base is Mike Edwards. And batting 9th at shortstop is Rob Picciolo. And Milt's on the mound. He had a pretty good start his last time out. He's bringing that ERA down slowly as he went 6, gave up only 1 run with 6 hits. So he pitched pretty solidly against the White Sox. Overall, he's making his 5th start. He's 0-2 with a 8.10 ERA. 9 Ks in 16 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .372 against him. So let's see if Milt can help us get back above the 500 mark before the end of the end of April today. And Rusty McNeely hits a ground ball to third. That is 1 down. Next up is Shooty Babbitt. Babbitt's going to pop it up on the infield. Caught by JT for the 2nd out. Next up is Tony Brewer with 2 down. He hits a ground ball to short, and Trammell makes the play. So a 1-2-3 inning for Wilcox. We go to the top of the 2nd. Tigers are up by 3. Lance Parrish leading off. He hits a ground ball to second base, and Edwards makes the play. 1 down for Wayne Gross. He had that homer in the 9th yesterday to bring us within 1 as he strikes out for the 2nd out. It's going to leave it up to Lou Whitaker, batting under 200. And there we go. He drops in a base hit into left center field. And, there's 2 down. Let's see if we get him in scoring position. He is safe at second with a double. So runner at second base. That's Sweet Lou. And here's top of the lineup, Ricky Henderson. He was 0 for 5 in yesterday's game, as he also hits a blooper into left center field. It falls in for a hit. And Whitaker scores to make it 4-0. And do we try it again? It's Ricky Henderson. And Henderson's out. So that's the 3rd out of the inning. Tigers get another run on the board by that RBI single for Henderson. And we go to the 2nd. It is 4-0. Ed Putman leading off. He had a homer yesterday against his old team, Detroit. And he hits a lazy fly ball to left, and that's caught by Kemp. 1 down. Next up is Kevin Mitchell. He's popping it up just onto the outfield grass, and Trammell makes the catch. So 2 down. Here's the lefty Royal Stillman. He shoots it to left field, falls in for a hit. Kemp gets it back in quickly, so Stillman holds at first. That's the first hit for the A's. Next up is Rusty Torres. He shoots it right at Kemp for the 3rd out. Go to the top of the 3rd, 4-0. Leading off the inning is Trammell. Trammell goes the other way down the right field line. And we're not going to risk this one. So Trammell on first. I think we're going to do a little hitting and running. Gibby hits a ground ball to short. The only play is to first. So Trammell's on second with 1 down. Steve Kemp is up, and he pops it straight up. And that's going to be caught by the catcher, Ed Putman. 2 down. This JT had that 3-run shot in the 1st, and he hits a ground ball right back to Reuschel. He had the longest hit and the shortest hit of the game so far. And that's going to do it for the inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Mike Edwards leading off the inning. He sends a fly ball to center field that Henderson tracks down. 1 out. Next up is Rob Picciolo. And there's a base hit up the middle. Picciolo getting his batting average over 200. So runner on first, 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup with Rusty McNeely. That's the second out. And that'll leave it up to Shooty Babbitt. Babbitt hits a ground ball right to Thompson, who steps on the bag, and that'll end the inning. So we're going to the fourth. Here's Gary Hancock leading off. And Hancock pops it straight up. Hancock has been in a pretty big slump. We did give him a day off, but his average is down to 245. And that is very un-Hancock-like. As Reuschel walks Parrish. So runner on first for Wayne Gross. Gross struck out his first time, and here he hits into a double play. And that'll end the fourth. We go to the bottom half of the inning. It is 4-0. Wilcox looking like he's in control so far. Brewer leads off by grounding out to Whitaker. That's one down. Oh, then Wilcox walks Putman. That's the first walk for Wilcox today. Let's see if we can turn two with Kevin Mitchell up. Ground ball right to Gross. That could be around the horn. Oh, come on! Another Tigers error, and our defense is horrible. As Gross throws it away, a two-base error, second and third with one out. And here's Royal Stillman. Stillman hits it right into the dirt in front of home, and everybody's got a hold as Parrish throws him out at first. So Wilcox is one pitch away from getting out of this inning. Here's Rusty Torres. So many Rusties. As Torres hits it into left center field, and it will be caught for the third out. So the gross error is not taken advantage of by the A's. So let's go bring up Lou Whitaker to lead off the inning, and he's got himself another hit. He's 2 for 2 on the day. So runner on first for Ricky B. Ricky. And Henderson hits a fly ball to center. That is one out with Whitaker on first. Next up is Trammell. Trammell ground ball, squeaks through the infield for a hit. Whitaker holds at second base, so it's first and second. One out for Gibby. Gibby batting .375 versus righties, and he walks to load the bases. For Kemp, who could really use a blast right now, I don't think he's even got 10 RBIs. He's got 11 now, so he must have had a couple over the last couple of games. So the bases are loaded. Tigers do not have a grand slam this year. And he hits a ground ball right to second, and that'll end the inning with a double play. So we left 3 runners on base. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. 4-0. Wilcox pitching to Edwards, who he walks. And Picciolo follows that up with a ground ball to third. Gross fields it cleanly for a double play. So 2 outs, back to the top of the lineup with Rusty McNeely. And he pops it up into foul ground on the third base side. And that'll do it. So Wilcox is totally in control right now. Top of the sixth. Here's JT. Thompson hits a ground ball to first. There's one out. Next up is Gary Hancock. Oh, he strikes out swinging. He is in a serious slump. So 2 down for Lance Parrish, and he strikes out swinging. So a 1-2-3 inning for Reuschel, as he seems to have settled in. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. Shooty Babbitt leading off. Babbitt hits a ground ball to first. There's one out. One down for Brewer, and Tony Brewer pops it up on the first base side in foul ground. Caught by Thompson. With 2 down, Ed Putman steps in, and he might bloop it in for a base hit. It is. It falls in for a duck snort. And that is only the 3rd hit for the A's today. Kevin Mitchell up next, hitting a ground ball right back to Wilcox, and that'll end the inning. We're going to the 7th. We're going to flip it over to the in-game stats. And I think it's pretty obvious that Thompson, 1 for 3 with that home run, 3 RBIs, is probably the player of the game so far. Maybe Wilcox, though. I mean, who knows? We'll see how it plays out. Rick Camp comes in, and this is his 6th game. He's 1-0 with a 5.79 ERA. He's given up 10 hits in 9 1/3 innings and 4 more walks and strikeouts. Opponents are betting 286, and yeah, we have not faced him yet this year. So Wayne Gross will face Rick Camp, and Gross strikes out looking. There's 1 down. Here's Sweet Lou. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Oh, there we go. It's a base hit into left center field all the way to the wall. He's got himself a double. Does he have himself a triple? He does. So Whitaker is a home run shy of the cycle today. With 1 out, we have a runner on third. We're going to ask Ricky to hit it to the outfield. Yeah, he's going to get it done. That should be a sac fly for Ricky. Whitaker scores easily. It is 5-0. We put on a little insurance run there. So 2 down for Trammell. And Trammell's going to pop it up on the infield to Picciolo at short. And we'll head to the bottom half of the 7th. 5-0 Detroit. We're going to keep Milt in there. He's at 87 pitches. I think 100 is usually where he starts to get tired. And he finally records his first strikeout as he Ks Royal Stillman. That is 1 out. Rusty Torres, who's 0 for 2 on the day, gets a base hit into center field. Only the 4th hit for the A's. Next up is Mike Edwards. He hits a fly ball to center. That is the 2nd out. And Milt is now officially listed as tired. We're going to let him face the number 9 hitter. And he strikes him out. 2 Ks for Milt. And when we go to the top half of the inning, we're going to face a lefty. I think Milt deserves an opportunity to try and finish this game, but he'll be on a short leash as Gibby leads off the top of the 8th. And he flies out, it's a ground ball to short, and that is 1 down. Next up is Kemp. Kemp 0 for 3 now with that ground out to short. And it's going to bring up JT. Oh, there's his 2nd home run to left center field. Nice, right in the love zone. And, that's his 4th home run of the year, team leading 4th with Henderson, Hancock, and Sweet Lou. So it's 6-0, and now I have a little bit more confidence to let Wilcox go out there and try to finish this game as Gary Hancock flies out. Gary Hancock flies out to left. That's what I'm trying to say. So bottom of the 8th, Wilcox had 101 pitches, and we're going to give him a chance. But base hit to left for Rusty McNeely. So the leadoff runner is on here in the 8th. Next up is Shooty Babbitt. Ground ball right to Whitaker. Can that be 2? Yes, it is. Double play. So 2 outs for Tony Brewer. Brewer gets a base hit to left field. Wilcox up to 113 pitches. Next up is Ed Putman. Putman hits a ground ball to Trammell, and that'll end the inning. So, yeah, we're going to give Wilcox a shot at a shutout, which is kind of exciting. As Lance Parrish steps in, he hits a ground ball to first, and he's 0 for 3 on the day. And Sweet Lou's on deck. He is going to be going for the cycle as Wayne Gross strikes out. So 2 down. Here is Lou Whitaker going for the cycle today. He needs a home run. Oh, nope. Ground ball to second. And that's going to do it here in the top of the 9th. So, yeah, we're going to let Wilcox try to get through this. Got a righty, a lefty, and a switch hitter. Kevin Mitchell leading off the 9th. He hits a fly ball into left field. Kemp makes the catch easily. There's 1 down. This will be a challenge here. Royal Stillman. Stillman hits a line drive right at Whitaker. There's 2 outs. And we're down to the final out here for Wilcox. Very tired. Oh, base hit into left field. 127 pitches. His arm is almost detached. We're going to give him another shot. And a ground ball that gets past Thompson. Everybody moves up 1. So first and second. I mean, we've got a 6-run lead. So we're going to pull the outfield in with Picciolo, who's only got a 66 power. You don't want anything dropping in. And a line drive right at Wayne Gross, and he makes the play. And Wilcox has got himself a complete game shutout. Tigers win 6-0. That is a very good win as we flip back to April. And we got that 6-0 win. After today's game, we're going to be doing a month of April leaders recap. So we're going to take a look at that. But quickly, we'll take a look at the standings. We needed that win as we sit solely in 5th place in the division. And we're above 500 going into May, so that feels good. Let's take a look at transactions. Nothing of note here. We're going to pull up the box score, and then we'll get out of here, and then we're going to do that separate video for the leaders of April. And yeah, take a look there. Whitaker, he was going for it. He got that double and the triple. Thompson with 2 home runs. He is the player of the game with his 4 ribbies. And Wilcox gets his first win on the year, pitching that shutout, bringing his ERA down to 5.26, 130 pitches. Reuschel takes a loss. No surprise there. He's 1-3 on the year, and nothing exciting to look at all for the A's. So that's going to do it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and we'll be back shortly with that standings and leaders recap for April. Have a great day.